Welcome back, Officers of the Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief APGAINS here, and a change, and a massive change that I don't think I've seen covered at all. I went back through the entire last month. I filtered Galaxy of Heroes by last uploaded through the month. No one has talked about this, and I'm just gonna drop a quick little post-Christmas Boxing Day video for you while I burp after eating molasses cookies. As you can see here. Actually, if I remove my face, whoop, Nicole did not sign up for GAC this week, or at all. So we're just sitting here not being able to make any crystals, and that sucks. And that got me thinking, what else have we not been paying attention to that's going to negatively impact us, like forgetting to sign up for GAC? We're talking about relic levels and GAC in general. Used to be that you had matchup-based GP, you had divisions based on GP. Everything was GP-based, right? You guys are following me here. You're placed into a division by your GP. You had your top 45 to 70 to 90, whatever matchup GP, depending on what division you're in. You could calculate it by just the number of characters you required for both offense and defense. So if you had 3 teams, you would have 15 characters on defense, 15 characters on offense. Your matchup GP with 30. You'd calculate the GP of your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then the GP of the top 30 characters was your matchup GP, and that was going to dictate how and who you faced. We used to game this, as you can see in Nicole's account, by keeping low relics. You can see Darth Revan's Relic 2, Jedi Knight Revan's Relic 2, Darth Vader's Relic 3, Kenobi, who should be high relic character because we have a 7-star. Negotiator is only Relic 1. Han's not even Relic 1. He's just Gear 13. Same with CLS, Chewbacca. Even things like 3PO and Chewie were coming up to be, low relics. And we kept a lot of GP close, made our matchups super easy. You never really needed to commit too much brain power. But now, since we're in a GP fluid division system based on skill rating, let me get my other hand in there, skill rating. Right now, it's money-based matchmaking, but, it's going to be only for 2 more weeks, so we're not going to be able to coin that term or use that term much longer. But what's going to be important is these teams and how we apply relics. A lot of you guys are asking when we had the farming guide, you guys, great stuff, AP, what character should I relic? I didn't want the video to be super, super long, but, we'll use Nicole's account because a lot of you guys are going to have accounts looking like this, or just substitute mentally in your account and apply the principles as I talk about them to your own account to make sure you guys are optimizing. So the same general principle applies. Don't high relic characters that don't gain anything from high relics, i.e., what's a great example? Padme, do you get a ton out of Padme from, Relic 1 to Relic 5 or from Relic 3 to Relic 7? She's not a character where you gain a massive amount of benefit from the high investment from higher level relics. Characters who do, Malik, high relics, great. Anakin does his massive hits. Kenobi for his ship. Darth Vader, characters that do more damage to higher relics. There are some characters where Bosk even to make him thicker, so he can survive longer. You recover health. The team's harder to kill. Yada yada yada. So characters who actually gain past inflation. I don't want this to become like an economics kind of situation here, but if the investment into relics and the gain you get is, like investing or something, you want to make those good investments, the investments that are going to pay back dividends and you're going to profit. You're not going to, okay, we're getting off of this econ BS. You guys get what I'm trying to say. So we can still keep some characters low, but now we have to think not just let's keep our matchup GP low. We want to get to the point where the team is basically about as good as it's going to be. What are some teams that, are really, really scary at really high relics? The Darth Revan team, the CLS team, even the Padme team sometimes. So instead of being able to get away with keeping our relics really low on these really core, powerful teams, we're going to have to bump the relics up. If we go into our squads here, I got to get my Marauder, and then HK is going to be substituted out with Sith Empire Trooper. HK is just here. Sith Empire Trooper is not yet unlocked, but they'll eventually be replaced. We're going to have to get these guys all, R5. He'll be harder to kill, which will be good for the pre-taunt. Helps battle against the Bounty Hunter counter. He'll do massive amounts of damage. It'll be good. Probably we're going to leave this here, and we're going to, Relic Ahsoka, Relic 5, Relic Padme. Get 3PO and Chewie up to relics, and then Relic 3, Relic 5, all these characters. So they're sitting comfortable, they have high health, because we're not going to be facing people with other low relics. We're going to go against people who are at our skill rating. And if we're winning all our matches, which we always do, we're going to come into contact with people who are also winning all their matches. We're not going to be able to hide behind just the fact that most players who play this game aren't particularly good at Grand Arena. They don't watch YouTube videos. They don't keep updated on the meta. They don't farm specific things. They just kind of do whatever they want. So we're going to have to be very, very methodical about what's the minimum point we can take an entire team, because now we don't have to think about a specific character. We have to think about the entire team in relation to, where we're going to use them. Like, are we going to apply Qui-Gon's Omicron versus Zam's at a higher level than this? This account doesn't have to deal with that. But, let's say she had an Omicron for whatever reason, and she had Qui-Gon Jinn, and she had some leftover Jedi. Is she going to get way more value out of this Omicron than someone who's up at the top, like 10 million GP? Absolutely. She's going to get value there, and she's going to have to think, well, this team is now going to be able to be used for a specific thing. I can't just keep the GP low and just completely dominate. I have to make sure that I have designated offense, designated defense, stuff that you should have already been doing, but now we just have to pay more attention because of skill-based matchmaking. If skill-based matchmaking works as intended, which sometimes, we'll be honest, things in this game do not work as intended. We're going to have a Qui-Gon Omicron nerf. We're going to have a Mara Jade AI nerf to Jedi Knight Revan, kind of like what happened with Traya. We got a couple of Executor buffs, Sometimes things don't work as intended, and we just have to figure out the new and best way, assuming that skill-based matchmaking is, to minimize our investments into a lot of these teams so we can invest into other teams. So gone are the days of Relic 0 CLS, Relic 3 across the board, Relic 5 across the board, depending as you bump up the leagues. Probably going to have to happen. Are we going to be able to get away with just low-level Darth Revan triple relics and then these guys doing absolutely nothing and still being able to dominate our opponents because we have a better roster? If they get skill-based matchmaking and they have just as good as roster, we're going to have to start doing that. So it's going to become more and more important that we iron out a couple of the loopholes that we could have just avoided in the past. What used to be a strategy is now kind of a detriment, but not in a way where, it's going to be causing you to lose battles. It's just you want to get ahead of the curve. Everyone has this. This is what every player was doing. No player was like, oh man, I can't move on to my Jedi Knight Revan team to relic them up, or I can't fully relic my gas team unless I get that Sith Marauder, Sith Empire Trooper up to relic 7. No player was thinking that, or if they were, they're an idiot. So everyone's going to have to start doing this, and you just got to do it. I don't know what to say. By the way, tomorrow, let me know in the comment section if you are hearing this, because this is actually massively important to me as a person. I have a APGAINS YouTube channel. I think if you go to my channel and you go to channels or community or no channels, it's just APGAINS. It's APGAINS, but the first A is just replaced with a P, is all capital. Has no videos, like 20 subscribers. We will be dropping our first APGAINS video over on the APGAINS channel. It's not going to be SWGOH stuff. It's where I'm going to do other boring, fun, stupid, whatever I want to do, so that I can keep giving you daily awesome SWGOH content here and then random other bullshit that makes me happy over there. So if you guys are excited for that, let me know. If you guys think that's an awful idea, let me know. I'm going to go celebrate Christmas post-Boxing Day, whatever it's called.